Good morning, students. As yesterday we were discussing about the basic terminologies of accounting. Now, further, we will discuss the another terminologies which are usually used, that is liability. What is the meaning of liability? The liability means the amount owed to the outsiders. Liability means the amount payable to the outsiders. But the one business entity owes to proprietor also in the form of capital, but that is not called liability, that is called separate capital. Whereas if the business entity have purchased goods on credit or borrowed loan, that is called liability, or any amount due to any other one that is payable to the outsiders, that's called the liability. Firm have to pay it to the third person, mean other than proprietor. The amount payable to the proprietor, that is called owner's equity. Now, liability can be classified into several internal liability, and second is external liability. You see, as the name depicts, internal liability means that liability which is payable to the internal person, mean the proprietor. That is payable, amount payable to the proprietor. As the business entity is the separate than the owner or the businessman. It is the concept that business is having the distinct identity than its owner. So businessman and business both are separate personalities or identity or entity. And the businessman invests some initial amount to commence the business, that's called the capital or the owner's equity. What is called owner's equity. And is payable by the business entity to the owner at the end of the life of the business. So it is not called liability, it's called capital. Where the external liability, that liability which is payable to the outsiders, mean the business entity owes to outsider. बिजनेस एंटिटी ओज टू आउटसाइडर. बिजनेस ने बाहरी लोगों से जो उधार लिए थे वो अमाउंट भुगतान करना पड़ेगा, पेमेंट करना पड़ेगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड ओनर्स लायबिलिटी. फर्दर वी कैन क्लासिफाई दिस वन इन द नॉन करेंट लायबिलिटी, नॉन करेंट लायबिलिटी एंड करेंट लायबिलिटी. Non-current liability means that liability which is for long term. It can also called as or long term. Mean if business borrows some loan from the any financial institutions, either from bank or from any other person, that is also called, that is payable after a certain period of time, say for more than 1 year. Usually this type of the loan is borrowed by the firm or the companies to acquire the fixed assets, to obtain the fixed assets such as for the construction of building, for the purchase of machinery. This loan is borrowed by the firm. So firm have to repay in the several years after a certain period of time, this loan is to be paid in that period, that is for more than 1 year. It may be up to 20 years, 30 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years. So that it is called long term or non-current liability, such as loan borrowed or any machinery. Obviously costly machineries are there. Any machinery or any property being acquired in installment, that amount of installment is payable in 5 years, 10 years. So that is called long term. But if the last installment is remains, that is automatically converted into the current liability. तब तक के लिए लॉन्ग टर्म थी, बाद में जैसे ही एक इंस्टॉलमेंट बचेगा, लास्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट, वो अपने आप करंट लायबिलिटी हो जाती है। नाउ द करंट लायबिलिटी आर दोज लायबिलिटीज व्हिच आर पेएबल विद इन अ ईयर। तो एक की टर्मिनोलॉजी की एक टाइम पीरियड क्या है, टर्म क्या है, मोर देन 1 ईयर, दूसरे की विद इन 1 ईयर। Usually this time the liability raised or this liability rises to raise the working capital. This is very short term loan. As well, creditors from whom the goods purchased on credit, creditors, bills payable, mean if the business entity have signed a document drawn by the debtor, drawn by the creditor, creditors mean the other person who will receive the money, ordering or directing to make the certain payment, that is called bills payable. Mean one is agreeing to make the payment on that document. You will study the bills payable. What is bills payable? How it is written? Now here, what do you just say? Bills payable is type of credit. Creditors bills payable, bank overdraft, bank overdraft mean the amount drawn over the deposit. Mean the business having its own account, bank account, and business is in need of fund. Sometimes short-term finance is provided by the banker to and permits to draw excess over the deposit. That is called overdraft. Outstanding expenses. Mean amount which is due but not paid, that is called outstanding expenses. This is called current liability. Next is called contingent liability. Contingent liability means that liability which is not occurred but it is possible to occur in future. जो वास्तव में लायबिलिटी तो नहीं है लेकिन भविष्य में किसी घटना के घटने पर वो लायबिलिटी हो सकती है. Means contingent liability means that is on the possibility of the happening of certain events, and that event happens, then it become a liability, otherwise it will not. That's called contingent liability. हिंदी बोले तो संभाव्य दायित्व, संभावना पर. Such as bills payable which is not matured, or bill receivable not bill receivable discounted, bills payable, bill discounted. What is bill discounted? Sometime the bill receivable are discounted from the bank, mean prior to its maturity. The banker discounts the bill, that amount is given to the bills receiver, that is bill discounted. But if it is not matured, so there is possibility that the debtor may dishonor that bill or debtor may not pay that bill, so that amount which was discounted from the bank will become payable to the banker. बिल डिस्काउंट कराया है आपने बैंक से, मैच्योरिटी की पहले ही पैसा ले लिया है उसकी गारंटी पर बिल्स के, तो अगर डेटर पैसा नहीं देगा तो आपको बैंकर को पैसा वापस करना पड़ेगा। अगर वो दे देता है तो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, क्योंकि बैंकर को ही देगा वो। इसको बोलते हैं पॉसिबिलिटी, यानी कि एक लाइबिलिटी हो सकती है। लाइकवाइज इफ एनी पर्सन हैव फाइल्ड सूट इन द कोर्ट फॉर डैमेजेस और एनी अदर कंपनसेशन, अगर किसी ने बिजनेस के खिलाफ मुकदमा कर दिया है और कोर्ट का फैसला अभी आया नहीं है, द जजमेंट इज स्टिल पेंडिंग, so there is that suit have been filed against the damages or compensation, वो compensation के लिए किया गया, damages के लिए किया गया। then in that case if the judgment being given by the judge against that business, so liability will be raised, damage देना पड़ेगा। if that is in favor, damage नहीं देना पड़ेगा। so that is called contingent liability, क्योंकि फ्यूचर में ऐसा हो सकता है। this is called contingent liability, but for the one thing you just remember, it's not the true liability, it is not the real liability. As far as accounting purposes, it will not be recorded or it will not be shown in the books, even that is not presented in the balance sheet, but it should be shown at the footnote of balance sheet. balance sheet के नीचे एक नोट के रूप में लिखा जाएगा। this should be written as a note, so it is not the true liability or real liability, that is called contingent liability. Now in all these cases, one thing important which we are missing at that time up to that terminologies, that is one basic item of the business is that is called goods. What is goods? Goods mean the item in which the business deals, that is called goods. The item in which the business deals, वो वस्तु जिसमें व्यवसायी या बिजनेसमैन रेगुलरली परचेज करता है और सेल करता है। मीन द बिजनेस परचेजेस फॉर रीसेलिंग पर्पसेस, द आइटम इज कॉल्ड गुड्स। एवरीथिंग एवरी परचेजेस इज नॉट गुड्स, हर चीज गुड्स नहीं है। सच एज इफ वन इज डीलिंग इन कार, buying and selling the car, that is goods for him, for that business. But if that car being kept by that business for the office purposes, for the business purposes, that is called assets. Likewise, if any person or any business is dealing in electronic goods, electronic items, suppose AC, cooler, refrigerators, these are purchase and sale for the purpose of sale, that is reselling purposes, that is called goods. But the AC in that office or in that shop installed over there as a facility to the customers, that is called asset. So there is difference between the same item, sometimes it become goods, sometimes it become assets. So goods mean the item in which the business deals, उसको बोलते हैं goods. अब आई बात स्टॉक इन ट्रेड। That means if any person is buying the finished goods and for the resale purposes, that is called goods. But if that goods remained unsold at the end of the year, that is called stock. What is called stock in trade? Mean one is dealing in finished goods, purchasing for reselling purposes that remain unsold at the end of the year. That is called stock in trade. But how it will be dealt if that is remain at the end of the year? That is called closing stock. At the end of the year remained closing stock. The same stock continued to the next year. So at the beginning it is called opening stock. At the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, this is called closing stock. Now next item is called inventory. Now it is commonly used for the goods purposes also, stock purposes also. But there is little bit difference between the stock in trade and inventory. Inventory mean the inventory of raw material, inventory of semi-finished goods or work in progress, inventory of finished goods, and inventory of stock in trade. And inventory includes so many other items are there. So other items are there also. That is inventories. Inventories mean if any business is engaged or involved in manufacturing of goods or production of goods, so it may have the raw material. This raw material is remain unused or unconsumed. That is not put in the process of production. That is remained lying in the godown. That is called raw material. So that is called inventory of raw material. Likewise, work in progress. Or semi-finished goods mean if the raw material have been put in the process of production, certain costs have been incurred in it, such as cost of material, cost of labor. Mean as say direct expenses, direct incomes are included in that one. That is not completed. That goods is in the process but not being completed. That is not converted to the finished goods. It is still under the process, but the books are closing. At that time, that semi-finished goods or work in progress is lying at the end of the year. That is called inventory of work in progress. And then finished goods. Finished goods are that goods which are remained unsold. Of the goods finished, mean whatever goods manufactured, that manufactured goods are lying unsold. That is called inventory of finished goods. Stock in trade. Inventory of stock in trade means the same stock if that goods, finished goods are purchased for reselling purposes, that is lying remain unsold. Inventory also includes in the companies, that is loose tools. Loose tools, छोटे छोटे औजार. This is called inventory. Now, how to value it? It is very important factor. The stock or inventory remains unsold, unused, unconsumed at the end of the year. That is called inventory, lying in the books. But at what value? How it will be presented in the books or in the balance sheet? The raw material should be presented at the cost price. Whatever actual cost, purchase cost of raw material, That should be presented that one. Work in progress, it is also cost price. Cost here mean till the closing of the books up to the processing. So whatever cost incurred in it in form of material, labor and other expenses, that is called cost price. Finished goods, that should be valued either cost price or realizable value. Whichever is less. Finished goods and stock in trade both, whichever is less, दोनों में जो कम होगा वो शो करेंगे, and lose tools at its value, and that valuation is made subject to the charge of depreciation. This is called inventory. Now purchases, we use the word purchases. Sales, purchase return, sales return, sales on sale or return basis. One more thing you just listen about the inventory. The certain item of goods are there which should not be included in the inventory, which should be included in the inventory. Some goods have been sold, but that is not delivered. आपने बेच तो दिया है लेकिन अभी इसकी डिलीवरी नहीं दी है. That is still lying in your warehouse or godown. That is not your own thing. आपकी नहीं है वो अब. So it should not be included in the stock. वो स्टॉक का पार्ट नहीं हो सकता, because that is kept with you, but the owner is some other one, not you. Likewise, if the goods purchased brought in the godown, but that is not recorded at all, that is also not the stock part of the stock, because still it is not in the books. Likewise, if the goods are sold by your branch and some item of goods being remained unsold at your another branch or along with the salesman, that is still not in your godown, but it's still the business is owner of that one, so that is the part of the stock. Likewise, goods sold on the sales or return basis. The sales or return basis mean if it is the modern day transactions, that while selling the goods, in order to increase the sales volume, the businessman sometimes offers to the customers that you purchase that goods, if you, up to this period, if you are not satisfied, you can return it. So that is a condition of returning it. Don't be confused with the sales return. That is, both are different things. So up to the condition lies mean till the confirmation of the customer that goods is not recognized as sale, उसको सेल नहीं मानेंगे. Even that goods have been transferred in the hand of other, but it is not sale because the condition is still in process. So that sales or return basis goods is also the part of the stock. Remember it. Now what is purchases? The word purchases in the accountancy is used for the purchase of goods, not the purchase of anything. I mean, when business will purchase the goods, then it will be entered in the books as purchases. If the business is buying some stationery or some other things, that should be entered as in the name of the stationery or that asset. Likewise, sale What sales is used for the sale of goods, not any other thing. Purchase, return. Goods once purchased, that is returned. One thing you just keep in your mind, returning the goods is not the right. It is the relationship between the customer and business. आप किसी से सामान खरीदे हैं, आप उसको वापस करना चाहते हैं, ये कोई आपका राइट नहीं कि वापस ले ही हो, नहीं, ऐसा राइट नहीं है. इट्स नॉट हिज राइट, योर राइट, बट ओनली considering the relationship, so that goods are returned. Purchase, return. The sales return mean goods once sold, the customer returns it, is called sales return. These are the certain items.